Welcome to the 60 Plus podcast.
I'm Janet.
And I'm Joe. How are you, Janet?
I was waiting for you to say something.
You're still waiting, I think.
Yes, I'm very well, thank you. And did we say stuff about people following us?
Oh, no. Follow us. Like us, follow us, comment, do all that stuff.
Yeah,
we rely on our listeners to spread the word about the 60 Plus podcast.
we really do. I mean, we try to do social media and all that good stuff, but you know, we're 60 plus. What can I tell you? So, anywho,
You're perpetuating the myth.
I know. I was just
that we have busted that people 60 plus can't use technology.
Well, it's just not true.
I upgraded the hard drive in the laptop that we use to record the 60 Plus podcast.
Ooh.
ChatGPT helped me out quite a bit, but I did it.
Yeah, good for you. I'm proud of you.
I was proud of myself.
Yeah. I don't even know what a hard drive is. No, I'm kidding.
Last week, we talked about walking, interval walking.
We did talk about interval walking, and we were going to check back with you to see if you actually took it up.
I have done it a couple of times.
Yes, and
I really liked it.
Really?
I did. I downloaded an interval
walking.
Well, it wasn't specific.
Thing?
It wasn't specifically for walking. It was interval workout, and I was able to set 3 minutes of activity and 3 minutes of rest. It calls it.
Yes.
So as I'm walking fast, it will go.
Walk faster.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. And then just waits. And I'm listening to my podcast in my ears.
Oh, well, that's good. You're listening to it in your ears and not through your nose.
In my earbuds. And sometimes I listen through my nose. But, and then at the end of the 3 minutes of strolling, it says 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 again. And it says, okay, begin workout.
I have a question.
Okay.
Does it tell you if you're walking fast enough or walking slow enough?
No.
There's no guide to that, right?
No, I just walk at a brisk pace.
Okay.
And as we discussed,
it's probably pretty relative too.
If you're feeling like you would have a hard time carrying on a conversation, that's where you should be.
Right.
And it feels weird when you slow down.
I know. I said the same thing. It was like that was a harder thing for me to do.
But I did like not having to look at my phone. I'm out walking around. Sometimes I'm walking on busy sidewalks and crossing streets. I can pay attention to my surroundings.
Correct.
And just rely on this interval workout app that I have. And it's great.
And what is the name of the app? Oh, you want to share it with our listeners?
Well, I'm an Android guy.
Oh, well, I don't think that would matter, would it?
So, well, I don't know if it's available for both Android and, but hold on, I'm looking at it right now.
All right, we'll wait.
Interval timer.
Oh, well, gee, that's a
pretty straightforward.
Very intuitive name. How clever of them.
Yeah, and it's just, you can set the number of sets you want to do.
And
then I have it set for 3 minutes of work and 3 minutes of rest.
Excellent.
And work is fast walking for me, and rest is slow walking.
Okay. So
then it tracks how many days you've done it, and
right.
all
So
kinds of
that
good
seems
things.
like that was a successful podcast then, and we put it to the test, and it seems to be doing the trick. You do look a bit slimmer, I think, this week.
Do I?
Yeah. And healthier and cardiovascular. Healthy.
It's mostly diet.
Oh, well, okay. But it does supposed to have benefits for that. But we're not talking about interval walking this week because if you remember, I was a little bit hesitant to take up interval walking because I didn't want to not bike.
Okay.
And then I guess I figured out that I could kind of bike every other day.
You can still bike. It's not preventing you.
Exactly. And you know what? It's a good thing that I didn't stop biking.
I know.
Because we discovered some new research about how great biking is for you at 60 plus because of, now wait for it, it substantially lowers the risk of dementia and Alzheimer's disease.
Which seems so
like why?
Unrelated.
Right. Why? It would seem so random. When I read the headline, I was like, we got to find out more about this. And first of all, and we'll get to this, when they say substantial, they're not kidding, right? The statistics are pretty intense here. The study was done by, is it the Journal of
It was
Medical?
done in Britain, and it was reported in the Journal of the American Medical Association
Correct. And
in
that was
June, in
just
June of
in
this year.
June of this year. So
Mhm.
it's recent information. And they showed a 19% lower risk of all cause dementia and a 22% lower risk of Alzheimer's disease.
Mhm.
And here's a really big one, up to 40% lower risk of younger onset dementia, which is before age 65. So, wow,
Pretty amazing.
pretty amazing.
Now, before we out in our skis too much, it is, they said it's an observational, not a causal study. So they observed it. They can't yet draw the conclusion that the biking causes the reduction. There's a correlation, not necessarily a causation, but also it could be a causation. They just don't know yet.
Right. And I'm sure there'll be more studies about this. I know, for instance, the Alzheimer's Association has been doing a lot of research on your behaviors and how behaviors
Mhm.
lead to either increased or decreased risk for it. So they are certainly finding that lifestyle is an important aspect of this unfortunate disease. But I think too, when you look at sort of the known factors of why it might help protect your brain, it kind of makes sense. And it's not, it's not necessarily new concepts. So maybe they haven't proven causation, exact line to that, but I think it's a pretty strong correlation, as you say.
Mhm. So it was a study of almost 500,000 people
Mm-hmm.
with over 13 years of follow-up, and they talk about it being active travel.
Right.
So not just
Riding on a subway.
exactly or taking an Uber.
Right.
It's active because your brain is engaged in what you're doing, your body is engaged in what you're doing, and that's the correlation that they see.
Right. But what was interesting about that, because we were just talking about walking, they didn't really see that correlation as much with walking.
No, as a matter of fact, there was almost no correlation between just people who walk
Right.
and no active transportation and reduction in dementia.
Right. So, yes, we know that walking is great for you. Interval walking is even better for some age related conditions. But this links us to the aspect of dementia. And I think that that's a really incredible study that we're now sharing with you. Why was the question, right? That was the question I had. Why is this correlated? And one of the things was the aerobic intensity plus the cognitive engagement,
Hmm.
right? So you've got this sustained cardiovascular effort, you're using balance, you have navigation, you have to keep aware of what's going on around you, and all of those factors working together may help this to occur. So it was interesting too because they also looked at MRI scans and showed that people who were cycling had larger hippocampus and gray matter volumes.
That's amazing.
Right. And those are critical for memory compared to the walkers or the non cyclists.
Hmm.
So that was pretty cool.
What I found even somewhat more amazing is the researchers discovered that genetic risk did not affect the association between transport mode and early onset dementia or Alzheimer's. So the active traveling, the active transport mode kind of almost overrides the genetic disposition that you may have for early onset
For
dementia.
early
Hmm.
onset, yeah.
Hmm.
But they do note that the people who have the gene that leads to Alzheimer's may experience less benefit.
Less benefit, but
Right.
there's still
Some reduction.
it,
Yeah.
it does override it to a degree.
Yep. Yep.
This is very surprising to me.
Yeah. I know. It was kind of random.
It would be like saying, well, if you play poker, you're not going to get in a car accident. I mean,
Right.
it's two things that just aren't related.
Although, there has been research to show things like ping pong and, I know I always talk about ping pong and yoga. Because when you have to use your brain and dancing, they have shown dancing for the same reasons, because you're using your brain and you have a cardiovascular intensity
So
at
if
the
I
same
use my
time.
brain to choose to not dance for the benefit of all those around me, do I get the same benefit?
No, you should dance. I always say you should dance no matter how bad of a dancer you think you may be
Oh, I
or
don't
not
think. I
be.
know.
And I can show you a step, Joe, that is a go-to. Step touch. That's all you have to worry about.
Uh,
And you'll be in like Flynn.
all
Is
right.
it Flynn?
In like Flynn, I
Yeah.
guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Who was Flynn anyway? I don't know. So I just had a squirrel moment there. So anyway, so I'm really excited about this because guess what?
You
I
like to
bike.
bike?
I like to bike.
Hmm.
Now, am I doing it all year long? No.
No. What I found interesting about the study and all the articles I read about the study, there's no discussion about how much these people have biked.
No, I know.
So I think as long as you incorporate bicycling into your life, you get some benefit.
Yeah, and they say when used regularly as part of daily routines.
Hmm.
So, especially when used regularly as part of daily routines, it's likely more beneficial than walking, but it should be viewed as part of an overall lifestyle strategy. And as we mentioned before, the American Heart Association says to aim for 150 minutes per week of moderate aerobic activity.
Hmm.
So, this would qualify for that,
Oh, sure.
right? So, I think probably the more you can do, the better. Now, there are cultures where biking is like part
Think
of
of
it.
somewhere like Amsterdam,
Right.
right?
And there are studies that show those people live healthier, happier lifestyles. Plus diet, I'm sure helps there too. But it's an
I'm going on
interesting.
the Amsterdam diet starting right now.
What is that?
I don't know.
I'm going to go on the Copenhagen diet.
And what is that?
I don't know.
Kipper snacks?
No, I think it's yogurt. No, oh, I'm already on that. So
That was yogurt, not yoga. So you don't get to drink. Oh, you do because I said yoga.
There
I
you
said it
go.
twice.
Twice. Oop, 2 shots. So I think it's just really cool. And the other thing to note too that the participants were predominantly of European descent. So
Well, it was
I
a
don't
study
know.
done
Yeah.
in Great Britain.
So okay. So in summary, regular exercising appears to reduce your risk of dementia by around 19% up to 22 for Alzheimer's specifically. So that's pretty cool.
So I'm looking for a quote here.
Yes.
I like this quote. First of all, last week we talked about walking and interval walking.
Correct.
That's great for osteoporosis and blood pressure and heart conditions
Yep.
and blood sugars. So do both.
Yeah. And
Walk
strength.
sometimes, bike other times.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah.
And
And yoga.
so one of the doctors in yoga.
Yeah.
So one of
Somebody's
the
getting
doctors
really
quoted
tipsy.
in an article from Powers Health
Mm-hmm.
said, if someone says, should I walk or take a bike? I say, take a bike. But if it's, should I walk or just stay home? He says, I'd say definitely walk.
Yeah, for sure. And there's some things to consider, of course, right? Like everybody's not created equally. So the individual's health balance is one thing to consider,
Mhm.
the overall fitness and the environment that you're in. You
True.
want to be safe.
Yes.
So they suggest a sort of step-by-step checklist, if you will, to decide whether or not it's good for you or a loved one before starting or returning to biking. So if you have cardiovascular disease, osteoporosis or arthritis, balance issues or past falls, diabetes or neuropathy, vision or hearing loss, you might want to check with your doctor because they'll do perhaps a stress test or do some physical therapy or medication review if that's appropriate. So check with your doctor if this is something new for you.
Sure. Yeah.
The second thing is to assess your balance and coordination. And we like to do a test here on balance. Joe, you just did it, right?
Stand on 1 foot for 10 seconds unassisted.
On each side.
Yes. Well,
Yes.
2 feet.
Yeah. One at a time.
For those that have 2 feet.
And also there's another one. And I think they do this if you get pulled over for drinking.
Have you ever had to do it?
No.
I have.
You have?
Yeah, I was at.
Oh, you weren't driving and drinking or drinking
No.
and
I actually
driving.
wasn't. I was out with a bunch of friends. We were at a nightclub,
Mm-hmm.
and the cops were just pulling over like every fifth car pulling out of the parking lot.
Mm.
It was a place known for over-serving.
Wow. Okay.
And we had gone with several couples, and I wasn't drinking.
So
But I got pulled out of the car, and I had to do the test.
Like physically pulled?
No.
Okay. It wasn't rough.
But I had to walk a straight line, touch my nose with my fingers, all that.
Yeah. So walk heel to toe in a straight line is another balance
Mhm.
test.
Mm-hmm.
And get up from your chair without using your hands. So they did say that if that's difficult, you might consider a stationary bike, which I guess is still beneficial.
Well, you're not getting the mental
navigation stuff.
So you can get one of those tricycles. You can get one of those big three-wheeled things.
Trike.
Yeah.
A trike. Yeah. Right. That's good. Okay. So, and if you ask Megan, she wants you to be able to get up from the floor without using your hands.
I think I can still do that, even with my.
Show me. Let's see.
Well, it's an audio-only podcast, Janet.
I want to say it right now.
All right. There, I did it.
Oh, wow. You liar.
All right. So you also have to have good vision and hearing.
Yes.
Now, when I walk, I do wear earbuds and listen to No, they're open ear earbuds.
But you're not walking in traffic.
When they're open ear earbuds, I can hear what's going on around me. They're not noise blocking.
Okay.
But I don't do it when I ride my bike.
Yes, I'm glad you said that.
Yes.
Because you want to be able to hear the traffic and other warnings. You want to be able to see what's happening around you.
Mhm.
So vision and hearing are both really critical.
The thing that is important to have the open ear earbuds when I'm walking. I walk on a trail. It's a paved path, and there's a lot of bikers.
Yeah.
And you need to be able to hear the bikers coming up behind you. And oftentimes you'll hear on your left or a little bell ringing or someone's yelling, "Get out of the way."
I know. Sometimes those bikers can be pretty scary.
They can be.
Yeah.
They can be.
Yeah. So I choose to
With
bike.
my leather jacket on my bike. And my bicycle, I mean. This is something that I think a lot of people don't do.
What's that?
Consider the type of bike that you're going to ride. If you're going to buy a bike.
Right.
And I bought a bike a couple of years ago. Some friends made fun of me. They said, "Oh, Joe, it's a girl's bike." It's not a girl's bike. It's a step through.
Or step through so you don't have to swing your leg.
You don't have to swing your leg around.
Right.
It's the frame is low between the handlebars and the seat. And you can just step through it easily. And even though I could swing my leg around, oftentimes I'll have a cargo thing on the back of my bike.
Right.
And then
that
I can't
makes it even harder.
Then I can't swing my leg around.
You better be doing yoga.
Right. There's going to be a lot of drunk people after this episode. So not only do you look and say, do you want a street bike? Do you want a gravel bike? Do you want a hybrid? Do you want a mountain bike? Consider the type of frame as well. That if you have a hard time, if you have bad hips, you might be able to bike very well, but you got to be able to
get on the bike, right?
Mm-hmm.
But also, I just find it really important to be comfortable. Some of the bike seats, I mean, I'm not like a clip-in biker. I have a hybrid.
Mm-hmm.
But my bike seat is very nicely cushioned. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Because you want to be able to go a long distance and you want to be comfortable. I think also the handlebars, like remember those bikes that had the really low handlebars?
Killed my neck.
Oh, horrible.
I sit up pretty upright.
Yep, me too.
And it works quite well.
Yes.
Number one rule when you're riding a bike. Number one rule. Wear a helmet.
Oh, gosh, yes.
Wear a helmet.
Must.
You don't want to be doing all this work to improve your brain capacity only to crack your head.
Right. Yep. It's like, I would rather look like a dork, I guess. Some people think, oh, you're dorky. I'm wearing a
Oh,
helmet.
Janet, you could never look like a dork.
Oh, thank you. Then to have my brains on the sidewalk, I don't think I want that to
No, you don't.
happen.
Concussions are hard things to recover from.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
and you can be the best bicyclist in the world. You're still vulnerable to other people's
Exactly. It's the same thing
lack
like
of
when you're
awareness.
skiing, you know, you
hmm
could be the best skier, but
hmm
somebody can still ram into you.
Now, if you have the ability, if there's a park that you can ride in, I have a rail trail. We call it the rail trail.
Mm-hmm.
It's about 4 miles in one circuit. Can do it a couple of times. That's the best place to ride a bike, where there's no cars.
Right. Well, and I have a pretty safe place
Yes,
too.
you do. Yes, you do.
Yeah, because there's not a lot of cars
hmm
and they're supposed to be going very slowly
hmm
when they go by. But
hmm
I'll tell you what, I have a rear view mirror and I love that. I highly recommend that to anybody
I
because you
never
can
had
see
one.
what's coming.
I never had one until a couple of years ago, and now it's like, how did I not have a rearview mirror?
Yeah, and they're so easy to get.
They
They're
really
they're
are.
not that expensive. They're
Mm-mm.
very easy to install.
hmm
Maybe even a bell is good to have,
hmm
especially if you're going to be on a busy rail trail or something like
Sure.
that. You can let people know
I
that
like
you're
yelling at
coming.
people though. Get out of my way!
Oh God, you're not one of those,
No,
are you?
I'm not.
That would destroy my experience. I'm not
But
going bike riding with you.
I do find sometimes when you say on your left,
Yes,
some people will they hear the word left and they move to the left.
I know. Isn't that funny?
So I
I
always
mean, it's
say,
not funny. It's
I'm
actually.
coming up on your left.
I just ring my bell. I have this cute little bell. It goes ding 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 ding
Okay.
ding,
All right.
and then they know that I'm on their left because they can hear me on their left.
Well, okay.
As I annoyingly ding, 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 ding.
It's great to ride with other people too.
Yeah, it is. Again, back to that social
hmm
aspect of these
Well, and
things.
it's safer too.
I rode with somebody one time and I swore that I would never go bike riding with them again because they would come up alongside me. And in fact, I ended up falling because they would come up alongside me and like try to talk. And then, as in that whole process, push me off the side.
Hmm.
And I fell off this like lip and boom, went right down. So I was like, yep, not biking with that guy.
Okay. Wasn't a date, was it?
No,
Okay.
no,
Okay.
no.
All right. Don't overdo
Wouldn't that
it.
be horrible though if
That
you're
would
on a
be that
date
would
and
be
they
horrible. Some people will get on the bike and they'll go, "Oh, I'm going to go 20 miles." Start slow. If you haven't been on a bike in a long time, start slowly. Go 10, 15, 20 minutes. See how you feel. See how your butt feels afterwards.
Yeah, well, you got to listen to your body always, right?
Right.
So if you're feeling, overly fatigued or
hmm
dizzy, and also remember one thing I've learned because, I live in a very windy place that I could get on my bike and I'd be like, oh, and I'd go sailing. And then I turn around and going,
Get the other
oh
direction.
boy. It's
Yeah.
kind of like when you're in a kayak, always go the windy way first because
hmm
then you can get pushed back.
hmm
So yeah, something to consider.
Now, some people, I know a few people that have e-bikes. They
Hmm.
love them. And
Yeah.
I'm of two minds about it.
Yeah.
I like the idea of being able to go farther.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not a motorcycle. It's not like you're not expending any energy.
Right.
But I think I would just rely on the e portion of it rather than the bicycling portion of
Yeah,
it too
and
much.
you have to be super careful with them
Of course.
too. I've been hearing a lot of stuff, and there are safety programs like
hmm
to learn how to ride an e-bike properly. I remember the first time I tried it, I had no idea what kind of surge of power you were going to get initially. So
Well, it's like any
yeah,
motorized thing.
right. It was
You gotta
yeah,
learn.
yeah. It's not something you just like hop right on and get it.
No.
Yeah, so it's and I don't know if you're going to get if you're on an e-bike, are you going to get all of the benefits that we're talking about? Because part of what is adding to this brain health idea is the cardio fitness, right? So it's
True, but if you're not able to do the full bicycling thing, it's better than none.
yeah, true, true.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Okay, Joe.
Okay.
You're right.
I tell you that usually I am.
I
I'm
know
kidding.
you tell me that.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. So get on a bike.
Get on a bike.
Borrow a bike. wear a helmet.
Yep. Most people 60 plus can do it easily. And wow, great benefits to us, right? So have fun out there and be safe.
Be safe. Go bicycling. Wear a helmet. And once again, we're not doctors. We're just reporting what we read.
That's right.
So,
Yes.
but make sure that you're healthy enough.
Always take our advice of grain of salt, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And don't forget to do yoga.
And don't forget to like, follow, share, and comment on Spotify.
All right.
That's it for this week's episode of the 16 Plus Podcast. I'm Joe.
I'm Janet. Bye.